Hey, welcome back to DIYWILLY. Today we're gonna get to work on the Samurai. Um, some parts, it's not in the best condition right now. It doesn't run that well, and actually the hood latch is broken. So I bought a new cable, and yeah, let's check it out. Pay attention to that. That's not for this project. That's for another engine build for Mighty. What we want to look at is this. This new genuine parts Maruti Suzuki hood release cable. So for those of you who haven't seen this vehicle before on my channel, this is a 1986 Suzuki Samurai that has been converted over to a 1.6 liter VW diesel engine, turbocharged. It runs great, or it used to run great. Right now it needs a lot of help, but I can't help it if I can't open the hood. I should say I can't open the hood, but the hood latch is broken, so I need to repair the cable, or actually replace the cable, so that I can drive it and open the hood when I need to open it. I was messing around with it a week or so back. You can tell it's getting dusty, man, with the hood open a little bit, and I managed to get this stuck in there. So yeah, now we've got to go in there, try to figure out how to release it, and then we're going to have to take out these two 10mm nuts or bolts and pull the hood latch out and remove the cable. So let's figure out what we're going to do to open it. Okay, I've got a couple things here. I've got a little pick, and I'm going to reach up in here. There's a hole right here. I'm going to reach up in that hole, see if I can't release it. Hopefully we'll have success here, and hopefully, I don't remember which way it's supposed to go. I think it goes back. I'll try the screwdriver. There we go. I almost had it. Push with one tool, grab and release with the other one. Come on now. Well, I'm not supposed to do it. I should have done it. That did it. All right. Now we'll be able to get that 10mm wrench. Now we can get that 10mm wrench and take that out. Yeah, let me get that wrench. Now, it's just these two 10mm bolts and we'll be good to go. I couldn't find my 10mm ratchet wrench, so we're gonna have to do it old school. The ratchet would be so much faster. I should have lubricated them a little bit. There we go. There we go. I think we can just drop it out the bottom now. Hopefully. There we go. So, to get the cable out, this is just a little I don't know what you call this, that applies pressure, cable hold. You just open this cable hold up, cable will come out. I guess you gotta open it more than that. The cable will come out, you can bring it around, much like a throttle cable on a mini bike or something, you know. It just hooks in there like that. We'll get it out. We'll get it out. Might take a minute. There we go. Come on now. Come on now. You want to get out. You're tired of being in there. Ow. There we go. Got it. Now we'll just put this away for safekeeping. And we'll get the old cable out. The old cable kind of snakes around through, goes through the firewall to the back of the glove box. So yeah, we're gonna go. I might have to remove the battery to get good access to it. I don't know. It's right. That's right behind there somewhere. So it's actually behind the fuel filter. So yeah, I'm gonna work on getting that out, and I'll be right back. So here's the cable out, and you can see this cable was damaged once before when I did the engine swap, and I just I just made it work, but it is now since given up. Here's that nut I was referring to that screws on to the back and on that bracket back there. So you have to take it, you have to loosen it up to pull the glove box out through there. So you may not have had to take the glove box out, but I just thought it was easier to demonstrate what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna prepare everything, get the new one ready to go in. Got the cables out. They are exactly the same, other than one is not broken, and it's got a little different end on it. My old cable may have had that end at one time, but it's gone now. But it's the same cable, and it came with a new nut, and we're gonna get it back in there. Now you can see that there's like a flat spot on the threads that coincides with the flat spot of the hole in the glove box top. So I gotta remember to put that in the right spot. I'll go ahead and take the nut off, feed it all the way down, take it off, and then we can feed the new cable, the new hood release cable, through the glove box. Now remember, we got that flat spot on it there that lines up with the flat spot here. Just put it on there like so. Put the, oh no, we got to put the nut on the back side inside the glove box. So I'm going to go ahead and fish the cable through the hole there so that we can put the nut back on the back side, right like that. You see there, fishing it through. We're going to pull it from the back side just to kind of get it out of the way so we can put our nut on the bottom. Where'd it go? Now we're just gonna come here. Now we're just gonna fit the nut on and feed it back up all the way to the top up there. Now we can stick the cable. Now we can stick the cable through the hole, just like so. I hope you can see that. I can't see it all when I'm pointing at. I hope that's right. So the cable comes back out right here through that hole. Now I said we're going to put this on the other side of the wire so that we can put the wire down here kind of out of the way. Now we can put the grommet back on it once we finish the work on the inside. There you go, that goes in there like that. Let's go find that nut. It should be here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Okay, line up the cable, match the flat spot. and tighten her down. Kind of hard to do it when you can't see. What's going on there? Where's the nut at? Where's the threads? That's interesting. Why didn't it bolt back down? All right, so we've got it all back together. All the screws are in. There's 6 of them. We got the cable in. It works. I don't know if you can see, but we got the nut on the back side right there. And it works at the end. So yeah, now we just got to put the grommet back on and feed it through the engine compartment back up to the front, hook it back up, bolt things together. But we are done on the inside. Here's the grommet, and we'll push it back through. Just push it back, the cable back through there. Once it's through, we just go back, and then we'll just fit it in. Fit it into the firewall. There we go. Just push the grommet back in. And then we'll go back to routing the cable. I'm gonna send it right down through here. Right down. We'll go back. Ooh, spider webs. Too many spider webs. I don't like spider webs. Okay. Now we just got this side to deal with. Remember how we just lock it in? You just stick it in the hole, twist the cable, pull it back, and then lock down. That looks pretty good. Then I'll hold it. Still got room it can move. Yep. We can try it. Couldn't see it, but it sounds like it works. Yeah, I'm gonna get some lubricant though and spray it up in here. It looks pretty dry. But once we get it put back in place, I gotta wrestle with these 10mm bolts again. Let's see how well we did on lining it up. Oh, right there. I like that. So I'll just finish tightening it up and we'll give it a try. Come on, Willie, tighten it, not loosen it. Now let's give it a try. Gotcha. I think it's a little bit tight. It could use a little bit of adjustment. I think that's going to work a lot better. So it's all in, looks good. Cables run. I think it looks really good on the cobwebs, and seems to function. Now I can put my grill back on and maybe start driving it again. You know, I would like to. I really miss driving it. Got the grill on, looking nice, looks complete again. Got the battery in, still got a lot of cobwebs. I'm gonna have to wash up the engine compartment a little bit, wipe it down. What do you say we try to start it up? See if the old Samurai will come back to life. Let's try it. I'm pretty sure with a little bit of starting fluid, it'll fire right over. I used to use WD-40, but it began not to be enough, and this obviously is enough. So we just pull the boost line across, and we'll give it a couple shots right into the intake manifold, like 10 seconds. That ought to be enough. Either that or it's going to blow it up. Put the hose back on if we don't have vacuum leak. Put the fire juice away. And let's see if the old Samurai will come to life. I really want to drive this thing again. This hasn't been ran in a while, so gotta hit the glow plugs and make sure it's out of gear, because I don't want to hit the car in front of me. It's probably enough. Make sure it's out of gear. Put some brake on. See what happens. Oh, let me get the other foot in. Wow, the brakes feel weird. Oh, almost. One more time, Samurai. Like I said, the brakes feel really weird. I don't know what's going on there. They're too firm. They're not usually that firm. Maybe I'm just not used to driving it. You know, it feels weird. It's running. Oh, it's not right. Come back to life for me. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying to let it warm up a little bit. Yeah, this Samurai's got some problems. The engine needs a full rebuild or a replacement engine. There's some massive pitting and scoring in the cylinders. I believe one of the rings is broken on number 4. The engine seized up a few years back, and I freed it up and just made it run again. It's never been happy since. But I did drive it for more than 2 years like that. But now it's very difficult to start, and it will just randomly shut off. Acts like it runs out of gas or out of diesel. I think that might be the fuel injector pump itself. But yeah, it needs a rebuild. Could use a new head. The combustion chambers are cracked. Between the valves is cracked. It's also very pitted. So if I could get the block out, get it machined, you know, punch it out maybe 20 or 40 over, depending on what it would take to smooth out the cylinders. Put in new pistons and rings, and probably deck it. Then a new head, or rebuild head anyway, better than mine. Put that all back together, and then a new injector pump, a Giles pump, I think would work a lot better. This pump is garbage. And it'll be good to go. It'll be back on the road. Unfortunately, that's an expensive endeavor. That right there, probably the machine work with nowadays pricing and parts. I mean, the injector pump alone is almost $1,000. So the machine work on the engine and the new parts are probably going to be close to $2 grand. So that's a pretty expensive endeavor to keep the old Samurai alive. I have thought about selling it. Maybe somebody else would appreciate it and do what it takes to get it back on the road. But man, I just can't give it up. I've always wanted one since I was in high school, and now I have one, and I just can't give it up. But yeah, you know, the wife wants me to get rid of it. She says we have too many cars. I don't know. I don't think so. You can never have too many cars. I mean, it's still going. Smokes a lot. But it's work that I might decide to do. And this is smog exempt here in California, so I can basically do whatever I want with it, you know, within reason. Like, I would love to find another diesel engine or just rebuild this one. I could go to a gas engine, but then you're kind of playing with the idea of the smog. You know, you got to keep it legal. So but it is smog exempt, and I don't know, it's just a whole lot of fun to drive and be around, especially when you pop the top and take the doors off like that one's off right now. It's just a lot of fun. So anyway, that worked out well, that project, replacing the hood release cable. It was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It works. So thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more Suzuki Samurai content, check out the playlist. There's a whole playlist about the Suzuki Samurai. Of course, the mini bikes and the trucks, the Nissan, the Silverado. Check them all out. There's a lot of good content in there. And thanks for coming by, checking out my videos. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. All right, thank you. Bye.